The Executive Committee of Forum of Parliaments on the International Conference on Great Lakes Region has ended a 3-day meeting in Kampala. They looked at issues of peace, security, and humanitarian situation in the region, among other things. The forum, which brings together 12 countries, have been meeting at a time when there are deepening fault lines between DR Congo and Rwanda. The Congo government accuses its neighbor of supporting the M23 rebels, while Rwanda also accuses Congo of harboring the Interahamwe rebel group. NTV spoke to the Kenya Senate Speaker Amason Kingi.
It's extremely disheartening to see our population turning against each other. Now, as you're aware, a leader is not known during times of peace. A good leader will always be known during time of crisis. And it is during such a time that the leadership of the Great Lakes region must stand to be counted. As parliamentarians, we have decided to put our best foot forward to contribute to the solutions towards restoring peace and resolving the conflict.
I also brought the issue of mineral exploitation in Eastern DRC as one of the sources of the protracted conflict that has caused thousands of civilians to flee into neighboring countries.
We need to look at the legal framework within which we harness our resources. Once we get that, then we need to structure. How do these resources then benefit the population? Immediately, there's some kind of misgivings. There's some murmurs, there's some discomfort from a certain population that, look here, we have these resources here, but instead of benefiting from these resources found within our jurisdiction, other people are benefiting more. It is that disquiet that brings about conflict.
On the matter of trade, there have been conflicts between countries over trade barriers. For example, Kenya banned Uganda's milk and sugar, which goes against customs union protocol established by the East African Community, EAC single market.
As you're aware, the economies of the partner states are not equal. And therefore, some feel like if we open up too much, maybe another country will come and run over us. So there's that fear, but gradually, these are things that they tend to be reviewed. All fears are addressed, all concerns are addressed, and I believe going forward, we're going to see a very robust region.
Waiting to be adopted by the plenary of the forum is the resolution to call upon the warring countries to continue with dialogue, but it must be coordinated.
We know there are mainly two mechanisms. There is that of the East African Community, which is facilitated by the former president of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta. We also have a mechanism of the International Conference on Great Lakes Region, ICGLR, which is spearheaded by the current chairperson of the IGLR Summit, who is the president of Angola. I think what is very important is that these mechanisms should be coordinated.
Just like the saying goes, that the moment you know the disease, then you're already halfway into its cure. The Forum of Parliaments of the Great Lakes region is calling upon the mediators of the conflict between Rwanda and the DRC government to come to the table and find the root cause of the problem so that they can offer a lasting solution. Also, the matter of minerals and how they are managed within Eastern DRC is another issue of concern because most of the rebel groups thrive on the loot that they make from the minerals and then finance their subversive activities. Sudhir, Byaruhanga, NTV, Kampala.